LazarBeam is one of the biggest gaming creators in the world. But he didn't just start out that way. So, how did LazarBeam actually become so successful? His story actually starts way before the Fortnite videos that made him famous. If you've been around gaming YouTube for a while, you probably know LazarBeam. His personality, his humor, the crazy challenges, the Fortnite videos. He's built a huge audience around all of it. But what's interesting is that he didn't begin with millions of subscribers or a massive production team. He had to figure out what people wanted to watch, just like every other creator. Before LazarBeam became LazarBeam, Landon Eacott was working in his family's construction business. And believe it or not, construction was actually part of his early internet content. Before his gaming channel became what we know today, he was uploading videos involving construction equipment and demolition under the name Crush Slash. Eventually, after his recording equipment was stolen, he created the YouTube channel that would become LazarBeam in January of 2015. And this is where things really started. But here's something a lot of people might forget. When LazarBeam started making gaming videos, Fortnite wasn't even around yet. He experimented with different games and started building his style through gaming, challenges, and commentary. Madden became a big part of his early content. And this is something I think is really important when you look back on his career. He wasn't immediately making the exact videos that would exactly make him famous. He was experimenting. And while the games were important, the bigger thing he was developing was his personality. You could watch a LazarBeam video and know pretty quickly that you weren't just watching somebody playing a game. You were watching Laser. That became one of the biggest parts of his content. The game could change, the challenge could change, but the entertainment was always there. Then came 2018. Fortnite had completely exploded, and LazarBeam jumped into it. This was the turning point.
It's not possible! Ice is a lie!
He started finding ways to turn the game into entertainment. challenges, experiments, ridiculous situations, and videos where you didn't necessarily click because you wanted to see the greatest Fortnite player alive. You clicked because you wanted to see what Laser was going to do.
What does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? I spent 2 hours grinding for this tournament and it's bugged! It's a bug tournament! What? Epic Games is worth just shy of $30 billion! 30 fucking billion! And you have me sit here excited and it's bugged! Dog shit company. The only good thing they've ever done is release the LazarBeam skin. Swear to God.
Now it's gonna work. Ready up. Let's go.
And as those videos started reaching more people, his audience started growing extremely quickly. Suddenly, people weren't just watching one video. They were coming back for LazarBeam himself. That's one of the biggest differences between a content creator who gets one viral video and a creator who builds a career. The viral video gets people there. Personality gives them a reason to stay. Another huge part of LazarBeam's rise was the creator community around him. He became associated with other major Australian gaming creators and was part of the Click group alongside creators like Muselk, Loserfruit, and Creator. Collaborations are powerful between audiences overlap. Someone could discover Laser through another creator, watch his videos, and then become a part of his audience. And the same thing worked in reverse. Then came one of the biggest milestones of his career. In April of 2019, LazarBeam reached 10 million subscribers. Think about how crazy that is. Just a few years earlier, he was experimenting with the gaming content and figuring out what worked. Now, he had become one of the biggest gaming creators on YouTube. So what actually made LazarBeam successful? I think there are a few major things. First, personality. LazarBeam developed a style that people could recognize immediately. Second, entertainment. You didn't have to be a competitive Fortnite player to enjoy his videos. The idea itself was entertaining. Third, experimentation. He tried different games, different challenges, and different types of videos instead of staying locked into one formula forever. And fourth, consistency. You can't build a massive audience if you disappear every time something doesn't work.
One of the best parts about being a creator with any sort of platform is you'll just be scrolling TikTok, having a lovely day, looking at memes, then you'll just see a TikTok that calls you a piece of shit. I'm not saying he's wrong, but like, come on, man.
And honestly, I think this is the biggest lesson from LazarBeam's story. From the outside, success can look like it happened overnight. You see the millions of subscribers, you see the huge videos, you see the massive collaborations, but you don't always see the years of experimenting that came before it. Fortnite gave LazarBeam a massive opportunity, but the game didn't create his personality. It didn't create his work ethic, and it didn't guarantee that he would become successful. He had to take the opportunity and turn it into something people wanted to come back to. And honestly, that's something I think about with my own channel. I'm nowhere near where LazarBeam is, and I'm still figuring out what works for me. But that's the point. You don't always know what video is going to change everything. You don't know what game, idea, or moment is going to bring somebody into your community. You just have to keep creating. Are you ready for this for real? I will send it to you, I swear. Derek. LazarBeam's story wasn't about getting lucky one time. It was about finding something that worked, building a personality around it, and continuing to evolve. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do with my own channel. So if you're watching this, and you're also trying to build something, just keep going. You never know how far it can take you. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know whose story I should cover next. And if you want to see another video, click one of these two right here. I'll see you in the next one.